Have you ever asked yourself, am I truly in control of my own choices? This question, both fascinating and unsettling, touches on something deeply human. Every day, we make decisions, some small, like what to eat, and some that could alter the course of our lives. Yet, the notion that these choices might not be entirely ours is enough to shake our sense of identity and autonomy. Recent scientific research suggests that many of our decisions are, in fact, influenced by factors beyond our conscious control. Neuroscientists have found that before we're even aware of making a choice, certain brain regions show activity that predicts what decision we will make. A famous experiment by neuroscientist Benjamin Libet revealed that our brains begin preparing for a decision a fraction of a second before we become aware of it. In other words, our subconscious may decide before we do, challenging the very idea of free will. Then there's the impact of our environment. We like to think we choose based on personal preference or logical reasoning, but research indicates that we're profoundly affected by our surroundings. Advertisements, societal norms, and even the opinions of those around us can subtly shape our preferences and actions. How much of our free will is truly ours if so much of it can be influenced by external forces we barely recognize? And what about biology? Our brain chemistry, genetic predispositions, and even our gut bacteria have been shown to play a role in our choices. Could a craving, a mood, or a genetic tendency override our conscious intentions? Are we free if we're bound by biological urges? Beyond science, philosophers have grappled with the concept of free will for centuries. Determinism, a philosophical view, argues that every event, including human actions, is determined by preceding events and laws of nature. If determinism holds true, then every choice we make was set in motion long before we were born. French philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre, however, believed in radical freedom, arguing that we create our essence through our choices. But are we truly that free, or do we just want to believe that we are? Consider also the rising influence of artificial intelligence and algorithms. These systems predict our preferences and suggest our next moves, whether it's the next video to watch or the news to consume. Do these digital nudges strip away a part of our autonomy, guiding us toward choices we didn't make? So, are we really making our own decisions? Or are we dancing to the tunes of our biology, influenced by invisible forces of society and technology? The answers might not be simple, but perhaps it's this very uncertainty that makes us human. Maybe the true act of free will lies in questioning, in remaining aware of these influences, and in striving to make conscious choices, no matter how difficult or fleeting that freedom may be. In the end, perhaps the power lies not in making every decision independently, but in being aware of the forces that shape us. After all, the journey toward understanding our own minds is as valuable as any answer.